money, and she wasn't staying on the phone with him anymore, and she didn't get DoorDash all the time, and her groceries weren't paid for because she could turn her food stamps and trade them in for cash at an ATM. And
wait, what?
yes, in, I guess, whatever, I'm not going to say her state. I mean, we all know, but I'm not going to say her state. In that state, you can use your food stamps and exchange them for cash at an ATM. Your benefits can come out as cash or food stamps. And she would use it for cash.
Yeah, she said the ex stole them.
Well, she ain't been with, I'm not going to say their name, but.
How long has that been since?
No, I'm talking recently. She's like, well, no, I had to get cigarettes. And, there's a dispensary across the street. And she didn't have a lot of food. So she told me that she used her food stamps for cash. And she didn't have a lot of food in the house. And that, he's the one that told me that he would buy her food and that he would send her money. And he didn't. I mean, I even have he would, I'm going to shut up. I'm going to calm down for a minute. Let me take a breath because
I told you to breathe.
Everything, we left Scam Server. We were still in Scam Server when this other server started. And I was listening to her talk about how horrible Scam is. And, I had her back. And then all this Chuck stuff came out. And I went full on, like, ready to bat up. And I ended up leaving Scam Server then. At that point, it was just poor me. What about, I mean, honestly, the same things that we claim Scam does, which Scam does do, Polly does as well. Everything that Polly's...
I did, Tracy.
Everything that Polly does is exactly what she says that Scam is doing. What about me? That wasn't me. Who's going to defend me? But then when her friends are getting trashed in boxes that she's supposedly best friends with, she's not there to say a word. She didn't do anything. And to find out that she was telling people, just don't talk to her. She's on rugs. She's schizophrenic. She's got all these issues. And I mean, it hurt really bad. And I hadn't reached out to her. She's texted me I don't know how many times.
You were shocked last night when you saw that when I pulled that up. And I didn't even realize
I was a little pissed.
I didn't even realize she said that to me about you. I knew that we had messaged about you like a little bit. And then I pulled it up and you're like, whoa, wait, she said that. Because you asked me last night if I knew anything that was going on with you medically. And I said, no, I know nothing. I don't want to know anything. I don't need to. And then when I pulled that up, you were like, wait, she said that? And I didn't even pay attention to it. Because it's not my business.
Well, I'm not. I'm not schizo. I'll call you that, but I'm not. Well, when I heard about the rugs and then this weird pepper soup thing, she was telling my friends that I don't eat for 3 days and I boil water and put pepper in it. And honestly, it was more hurtful because of how much I love to cook and how much I do cook and how many times we were all in VC and I was cooking. And to say that I didn't eat for 3 days and I had pepper soup and I'm delusional and it was insane.
Yeah, they both.
It's really hurtful. And she wants to sit and email me and message me about how hurt she is right now because I'm coming out with the truth. I'm sick of the lies.
Polly and Tattoos both told us not to talk to people are garbage anymore because right now she's mentally unstable. She's on rugs. She is malnourished, and that's what's causing the delusions, quote unquote delusions, and just lied to us about everything. He didn't even tell us that he was still talking to people are garbage those last couple days.
Sounds like something I
Which doesn't surprise me because does anybody remember back last year when there was people that had sent her money for food and sent her money for DoorDash and sent her money for phones and shit?
Oh, Flea did. Flea did a lot of that.
Yeah, she's still accepting gifts from Flea to this day, probably.
Whoa. She burned Aunt Flea.
Yep, and she received a heated blanket, some boba, an electric lighter to where she didn't have to flick it because, you know, her thumbs pop out of place or whatever. She still
So
gets from her.
now, can you guys send me some screenshots? Because there's people that are asking because they said that people drag Scam Slam for some of the stuff. So they just want to clarify the stuff that Scam Slam did not do and clarify that it was Polly in some
Like
of these
what?
things in tattoos. Yeah.
Like what, for instance?
Uh,
I mean, because,
like,
okay, so the person that ran the server had chose to, every time someone left, delete everything because it had their business.
Yeah, and I left the server, so she deleted the chats because I left recently, and then they all went, "Oh, you deleted all our proof of everything. You deleted everything. Oh, she's drinking again. She's just mentally unstable." Which, by the way, I'm not drinking, and I'm mentally okay right now.
Yeah, Polly hadn't talked to me and she called me in a manic little episode. Oh my God, honey's gonna call you and Boop is gonna call you and oh my God, I don't even know what happened, but like implying to me that they're crazy. And I was like, well, they've always seemed like some really sane people. And I mean, I don't have any hate for anyone for what Polly and tattoos has caused. But when they reached out and I got told stuff about pepper soup, and then I just remember it being a joke about somebody who made fun of the Brazilian Jenkins, like, oh, you kids get pepper soup. And it was just, it was unnerving and it was disheartening that I was this scapegoat because I had too much information. And I won't share everything, no. But I'll share enough to speak my piece and clear my name. I went through my history, and if Enabler's in here, yes, that screenshot that you got on Discord, that was my iPad. That was my iPad of information that I was told because Tattoos was mad. I didn't know where the information came from for a month.
so just a quick question here for both of you ladies. So cause I was trying to listen at Skittles Live, but you know, Skittles is Wi-Fi. So you did say that Tattoos called you and told you that they were going to make up the story that Polly was sick because she was being attacked. Is that correct?
He didn't call. He messaged in the chat and he was like, "Oh, Polly's not going to make it. This might be it." And we all cried. We didn't hear from Polly all day that day, except later that night she messaged and she was like, "Oh, I'm fine. I just got out of the hospital." And in my head, I was thinking, you know, that's kind of quick for somebody to bounce back that quick and be able to go home after practically dying. But me personally, I'm like, you know, she's never lied to me. I don't think she would have any reason to lie. So I just believed it. You know what I'm saying? Like we sat there, we cried.
So Tattoos he messaged me and said that we weren't going to tell anyone and just me and him and Polly would know that Polly was going to fake going to the hospital because she wanted everybody off her ass. And he wanted me to lie to everybody in the Discord. And I told him I didn't feel comfortable doing that. And so I stayed out of the Discord for a little bit until Polly came back in and was like, "Oh, everything's fine. I'm fine." And then I told her she screwed up when she emailed Scam. I was like, well, nobody's going to believe you now. Because she sent me screenshots and she's like, "I got so mad I emailed Scam this." And I was like, well, nobody's going to fucking believe it now. Scam's going to tell everybody you sent it. Nobody was going to believe it. And no, she was never unable to speak. Nothing like that.
So she blatantly lied about a sickness.
It was Tattoo's idea.
Yeah. And she ran with it. She let him come in there, tell all of us, her supposed best friends, and the people that are the closest to her, that she was on her deathbed.
Oh, I saw the messages, Scam.
Yeah, we all saw them.
Screenshots of the messages.
You guys,
He screenshot them and sent them to us.
that's where it started, that she was faking to be her daughter, texting people, including 13 was one of them, that she was on her deathbed about to pass, and that's where the RIP Polly came from.
And she was so offended.
That's why she hated I Provide, You Decided.
Yeah, she
It's like,
would stay up all night with tattoos and make videos about turtles, about you, Skittles, and Florida Man, and make it seem like she would purposely misspell words to make it seem like it was banana behind that account.
yep.
It was banana behind that account at first. We really did.
Oh no, they got
Right.
they got off really hard, and like, I'm not gonna lie, I laughed too. I was like, oh my God, they really think it's each other. And I mean, with the burners, that man is unlimited on burners. When you see
And
him
I have a
one
question.
after the other, it's him. I don't
Breezy,
know
I don't know
about
anything about her Reddit account. All I know is she deleted everything that she posted. Other than that, I wasn't there for a Reddit account. I don't know anything about it.
And was there a time that she's ever told you guys that she's had cancer?
Yes. Not recently. She told us she had a mass on her face or something like that that she needed to remove. She didn't really talk about it in depth. She just told us, oh, I've had cancer removed before. But do you know who did tell me he had cancer? Tattoos told me he has cancer, and he doesn't.
He told me he's dying November 11th.
He told me that because I told him that my dad has cancer. And so he was trying to find a way to relate. I can't remember specifically what the conversation was, but he told me he has stage 0 carcinoma or something like that. And I looked it up, and it was bullshit. That's not even really a thing. But I didn't say anything because I'm like, you know what? Like, this is supposedly somebody that's my friend. I kind of feel bad for him. You know, he's going through some rough shit online. You know, maybe he just wants a little bit of attention. Oh, it's okay. He's fine right now. I've grieved over the
Pretend loss.
Yeah, not pretend, but like my dad with his cancer and everything. So everything's fine. He's fine.
Stage 0.
Yeah, stage 0, 9/11 cancer. That's what he said.
Damn.
Hey, so I believe it was August 23rd. Polly had gotten like word, I guess, from someone that she was going to be exposed for talking about a child SA situation to people that she shouldn't have, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
And so that day, before I even knew about that, that morning, she called me and told me that her doctor told her she had cancer again for the 3rd time.
Wow.
And her and I were crying on the phone for probably about 2 hours. She told me that she was going to have to go into some type of hospice care. She told me she wasn't ready to do that. She's like, this is too soon. I'm too young for this. I'm not ready. I knew there's something like this was going to happen. Like, I knew I'd have to go into this type of care at some point, but I didn't think it would happen this soon. I'm not ready. I'm not ready. And I was crying on the phone with her for hours. And then I said, have you talked to your family or anything? And she said, no. And I said, you haven't even told your mom yet? And she said, no. She said, you're the first person I called. You're my best friend. And I said, I think you really need to talk to your mom. So she said, okay, I'm going to call my mom and I'll call you back later. So
September?
No, the end of August. Like, I think it was August 23rd.
What day did she leave the Discord? Because the other one started right around there.
She didn't leave my platform until the beginning of September. It was while I was in Mississippi after court.
Okay.
I just recently looked, or a little bit ago. I didn't message her and join the Polly's Triple D cult or whatever.
Oh yeah,
Her and
we
Flea.
added her after she defended Polly in your servers.
Yeah, and I joined there. It was either September 4th or the 7th. I can't remember the exact date, but it was towards the beginning of September.
Yeah, so
that was after all the
call,
stuff with Chuck happened.
Yeah, this call happened at the end of August when she was, still with the platform and everything. So we were on the phone crying for hours. She told me she hadn't told her mother yet. She said she was going to talk to her mom and call me back. So then she called me back, and she was completely different. She was talking about all this stuff that was going on.
Drama.
Yeah, like drama stuff. This person saying this person went live and said that, blah, 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 blah. And she went on for about that for 20 or 30 minutes, didn't say anything about the cancer anymore or the call with her mother. And so after she told me all this stuff, I said, have you talked to your mother? What did she say about everything with the cancer? And she was just like, oh, this was really strange to me. She said, oh, my mom just kind of said, well, you've already had cancer twice before, you can beat it again. Like it was no big deal. And I'm like, I just thought that was so bizarre. Like, what mother would everybody when they're all there in the mod chat, like just remind me and prompt me. And I said, no problem. I'll be there for you. I'll help you through it, and all of that. So later on that night, all the mods were in mod chat, and she was talking about all this drama stuff, and she didn't bring up the cancer thing. And I prompted her because she wanted me to remind her. And I said, Polly, wasn't there something that you wanted to say to the mods? I'm here for you if you're ready to talk about it. And she was like, oh, maybe in a little bit or something. I think she kind of just dismissed it. And so I brought it up again later after, she was talking about more drama stuff, like whatever, that this person was doing that, this person was saying that. I brought it up again. And I said, Polly, wasn't there something that you wanted to discuss with everyone while we have everyone here? And I'm trying to remember. I know somehow she just kind of passed it off again, kind of like, oh, like we can just talk about it another time. Like, I'm feeling kind of tired. Like, I think we'll just talk about it at some other time. And then she never, ever brought it up again. Like after that, I have not heard anything about that. She has not said anything about that. She has not brought it up, not once since then. And then, later on that night, it was revealed that messages came out that she was sharing this confidential information about a child SA situation, that there was an ongoing investigation going on at that time, that she had shared that with people that she should not have shared that with. It was not to be shared with anyone. And, it was not to be shared with anyone. And it came out. And I honestly think that she made all of that up so that I would feel sympathetic and not, confront her about her telling people. I still did, and I didn't do it in a mean way. I did it in messages. And then she ghosted me for a couple of days and wouldn't even reply to me and wouldn't take responsibility for it or explain why she did it or apologize or anything. She's created a lot of problems and created conflicts between me and a lot of people that were not deserved. She's lied about me. She's said that I'm some horrible person. I had been nothing but, she's claimed I was an abusive friend. I did nothing but be a good friend to her. I was there for her when, 24/7. I was there for her whenever she needed to talk. I supported her. I defended her longer than I should have. I overlooked a lot of red flags. I will say our friendship was not like that in the beginning. The first 2 or 3 months, she was not like this. I don't know where the change happened or why, but things like went downhill after about 2 or 3 months. And I don't know, but I really did still try to be a friend to her. And she used to, tell me stories about her health
I'm
and
not trying
things
to
like
cut you
that
down,
to,
Scam, but I
make me
feel
feel
like,
bad for her,
well, you
and
know what, Scam, I've no offense, and I don't have any hate towards you at all. But I'd like to move forward with what's going on now. And if you have any questions about Polly and what's gone on or what she's done to multiple other people, then I would like for you to ask. But I'd like to move forward. I don't want to be in here all night talking about your experience with Polly because I've heard it like 500 times.
well, no, this story about her telling me she had cancer is brand new. I haven't told anybody that. So, yeah. I'm not trying to be here all night discussing this either. This is new information that I have not shared before. So,
No, I believe it. I believe that there's always somehow there's a quick illness. And I don't want to judge anyone or seem like I'm being hateful to anyone that's on any kind of care, but I wouldn't be shocked if suddenly she's ill.
right. So,
Yeah, because she always disappears when some shit goes down and people are calling her out. It's always the fucking I'm this, I'm that, people hate me, people are doing this to me, people are bullying me. It's the same bullshit she has spewed for an entire fucking year.
Polly's mom, she told Scam said what, like August 23rd or whatever, that she had cancer. 2 weeks later, she's in a Discord with all of us. She never brought that up. So I am not going to sit here and speak on
If my kid
that she may or may not have.
If my kid lied on the internet, I would go lie for them. Okay?
Yeah, I'd be at war for them too. So I understand why she's here.
I'm not mad
her
at
daughter.
you. I'm not mad at you, Polly's mom, and I still have a lot of respect for you. But at this point, there's a lot of people whose mental health she has intentionally tried to sabotage and hurt.
Yes, your daughter has respectfully, and I said that, ma'am, I never came for you. You claimed I doxed you. I don't even know you. And second of all, Polly has hurt a lot of people on this freaking app, and not everybody has the same damn story, but she's done a lot of shit to people.
Polly's mom, she told people, she's going around telling people that people are garbages on rugs, that she's mentally unstable, that I'm on rug, or I'm drinking and I'm mentally unstable, all because we did not want to be her friend anymore, because she's a middle-aged woman and all she wants to talk about is drama. That's why I didn't want to be her friend anymore. She claimed I didn't want to be her friend for some stupid reason or whatever they made up. She has lied to me personally. That's what I'm up here talking about. I'm not up here trying to talk about her health. She said that I told her the reason I didn't want to be her friend is because she has too many health problems, which wasn't true at all.
No, she called me after you left the server, and she's like, I just want you to watch out for Honey. She's going through a lot. She's probably going to reach out to you. Don't believe anything she says. And immediately I thought, I'm going to believe everything she says. What does she have to say? Because I know Polly's lying. Because I have proof Polly's lying. And Polly's lying to me. And Polly's telling me, and I don't care who knows, those messages were from me. Okay? Those messages were from me and in between me and Polly.
No, ma'am, I did not. Polly's mom. You have came on this app several times and said that I doxed you on Reddit when in fact I did not. I was calling Polly on her bullshit, and Polly shouldn't be sending you to get in any of this shit because you shouldn't even be involved in this shit. This is shit Polly has created. Polly needs to deal with it.
Polly's mom, you are 90 years old, perpetuating drama for your daughter online. I think
you wants a box, so I'm going to respectfully let her have a box and allow her to speak as well. Everybody should be.
First of all, I'm 76 years old.
She told us you're
Later
90.
this month, I'll be 77.
She told
said
me you were 90 years
91
old.
and you were in
Nobody told you I was 90 years old.
She did
They
tell me
were
you were
talking
90.
about my great grandmother.
No, she was talking
My
about
great
you.
grandmother died
You
at
were
90 years old. My grandmother died at 98. I'll
People,
probably
what
live to
age
be
did Polly
100.
say her mom was? She told me you were 90.
and
That's
she
all.
said
I'm
you were
going
in a
based on what
nursing home,
the
and that's
information
why
your daughter gave me.
that
I
she
don't
said you
believe
couldn't come
that.
help her and you wouldn't come help her because you're in a nursing home.
Why is it that you're here for Polly while
I'm not here for Polly.
Okay,
I'm
but
here
Polly's
for
not doing anything
myself
wrong.
because I am sick of your shit, Dora.
You're sick of my shit, ma'am?
I've been sick of your shit for the last 2 years.
Can I show you? Haven't even known me
Fuck
2
you,
years.
goodbye.
You haven't even fucking known me for 2 years. I just knew about you last year on Reddit when you were defending Polly.
I think you might need to get your daughter offline. She's
Yeah,
50.
I
She's
think you
already
need to
spread a
get your daughter
problem.
in check, ma'am, because I haven't disrespected you and I haven't told you to go fuck yourself, and I sure as hell haven't done the shit that you
It's a
claim.
lie. You told people on Reddit that I lied and that I taught children how to lie. I
Ma'am,
was
show
a
the
teacher.
proof. Show the
Did Polly
proof.
tell you that?
I don't keep receipts like you do because I'm
Oh,
not
I
an
keep them
idiot
because
like
your
you.
daughter's a pathological liar. That's why
Oh,
I keep
fuck
them.
you again, and I
know.
hope
I feel like
you die,
this is
you
bait. This is
bitch.
bait.
What?
Oh my God.
I hope you die.
What?
Why would you say that?
We know where Polly gets it. We know.
Wow. Why would you say something like that?
That's
Wow.
Reddit Polly's mom. That is the mom of Polly that I've always heard about on Reddit. Right there.
Okay, so
Yep.
Polly, don't come back saying that anybody went after your mom. After your mom just got in a box and said that shit. Don't twist it and turn it back like you normally do and make it the other person's fault.
No, because she's grown enough to run that fucking mouth. So guess what? She's grown enough to handle the fucking heat for it.
Wow, Polly, your mama did not help
So
you
you
on
better
that
get
one.
your motherfucking mama in check real fucking quick, like, because I'm not the bitch.
No, let's move forward. Let's move forward. I don't.
I'm not the motherfucking one. I don't give a fuck if you're 90. I don't give a fuck if you're 102.
Go take care of your daughter there, Morgana, because
Yeah, get your daughter off the fucking internet because she's looking like a total fucking fool. And you
No,
are
she's
too.
hurting people. She is really hurting people. She is sitting there and taking advantage of them, using information that she knows about them, and she's lying and manipulating everyone that she's involved with to what, for lack of a better phrase, Polly starts a cult. Because she wants everybody to come in and have her back. She wants everyone to come in and be right there for her. And oh my God, look what Scam did. Look what they did to me. And you know how